Hello, friends. So it's Saturday, and I was planning of some bit of microscopy again. But when I started it, I came across this particular slide and a little bit of water sample that I have. It had some larvae, dead dipteran larvae. So I just took that on a micro slide, and now that I'm watching it, I find a lot of activity there. On the slide, we have this little dead larva, and on that larva, we have a lot of foraging insects, not insects, a lot of activity on that particular larva. A lot of ciliates and other animals are busy consuming it. It's a kind of a frenzy. So here we proceed. As a ritual, we align the lenses and then we start observing it. This is better. So we'll just look into it. A little adjustment is required. So first I'll bring that dead larva in focus. This is the dipteran larva that is becoming a meal for these individuals, for these insects. The light needs a little adjustment. So this is the dipteran larva, which has become the good meal for. What is this? So the frenzy here is regarding food. There are a few sessile ciliates, the vorticella and the lights attached to the body, and there are numerous other ciliates, smaller ones, and these are just consuming the rich organic matter which has been diffusing in the nearby water. And in certain areas, if I project it, there are certain areas which are like so rich with organic matter that there is a whole frenzy out there. It's an open buffet. There are some rotifers. A lot of ciliates. This is a kind of some egg or a larva which has just broken off, and obviously a lot of rich organic matter has been exposed, causing an accumulation of these ciliates here. It has attracted a lot of ciliates. Just clean the lens once more. Done. Change the lens, go to a higher magnification. A lot of amoeba in the background. I hope you can see them. Lot of amoeba. So many of them. So we'll just focus on the amoeba because they look very fascinating and exciting. So we'll just focus on the amoeba and see if we can find something worthy watch. So we go to the higher magnification now. Need to zoom in, rather focus in fact. So here we have focused and then we see those amoebae. They all seem to be going in a given direction. Maybe their inclination is towards one particular arena. So there are numerous amoeba on the slide, as we can see. And remember, this slide has just a droplet of water, and it has the decaying part of a dead dipteran larva, and there are a lot of ciliates on the slide, a lot of rotifers, ciliates, and now we also see a good number of amoeba. So they are all moving out away from the larva, the dead larva. Amoeba are fascinating. These are wonderful creatures. This is almost a three-dimensional picture. A very, very well-defined nucleus, good degree of transparent cytoplasm, a few cell organelles, and a lot of cell inclusions. They are all being exhibited by this little amoeba. We go back to a lower degree of magnification now. We'll go to the 10x and see what we get. At 10x, this is how you come across amoeba. This is how they look. They're all moving towards the whatever remains of this particular dipteran. My goodness, look at that. What a cluster of amoeba it is. It's a huge cluster. Okay, so this how they appear without digital magnification, and now that I'm digitally magnifying, we see amoeba in approaching. And now that we magnify it further, we will see how they are moving. Okay. This, my friends, is just the happenings on one slide. I'll just replenish it with a bit more water. So this is what we have come across. Go to a lower magnification level, that is again for 10x, and you see the cluster of amoeba. This amoeboid cluster here is awesome. Let's zoom in on them. Fine focus. That's all. So I'll cut it out for the time being and get back to this slide later on. Thank you for being with me.